Good morning, welcome to Headline Focus, here live on Core Politics with me, Rob Double. It is Thursday the 30th of November 2017. Let's have a look at what's making the news. So to start off with, if you have a look at the pictures, you can see a white-haired, elderly-looking man. That man is a war criminal, according to The Hague, and he's in the pictures because he was a convicted war criminal, and he committed suicide by poisoning himself in the dock in front of television cameras and journalists yesterday. He's called Slobodan Braljac. He's a Bosnian Croatian political and military general. He was a general within the Bosnian conflict, and he was accused of war crimes, including against Bosnian Muslims during that conflict. He took the poison after hearing that his appeal against his crimes had been unsuccessful, and after he basically shouted his disdain at the judge for the conviction, he then put his head back and drank the poison. He was rushed to hospital in an ambulance and died a few hours later. The questions now lie, in terms of that story, is how did he get the poison in the first place, bearing in mind that he was in a secure place, he came from a secure location to another secure location, and what actually was the poison he managed to get his hands on which successfully killed him. One more story then coming through from the Mirror. If you have a look at the red tops as well, Levi Belfield, who was Millie Dowler's killer, if you remember, has allegedly confessed to the murders of Lynn Russell and her 6-year-old daughter Megan Russell. Now Michael Stone's lawyer has claimed this. I'll get to Michael Stone in a minute, but his lawyers are claiming that Belfield confessed to the Russell killings to a cellmate. Now Michael Stone was convicted in 2001 of killing Lynn Russell and her daughter. He's always denied the involvement, and obviously now his lawyers believe that there is a compelling case forward against Levi Belfield. Let's look in focus, though, at the main story, which is about Twitter. Now, normally, we don't always tend to use Twitter as a reliable news source, but this is as accurate as it gets because it's from the account of President Donald Trump. Now, he has basically what happened is Donald Trump retweeted anti-Islamic or anti-Islam videos posted by the deputy leader of the British far-right group Britain First yesterday, 3 videos. In fact, and that drew with criticism from the Prime Minister Theresa May through her official Downing Street account. A direct condemnation of the posts to Donald Trump directly. The first time Theresa May has really issued that direct criticism. And overnight, about 1 o'clock in the morning UK time, Donald Trump hit back at Theresa May, saying, at Theresa May, don't focus on me, focus on the destructive radical Islamic terrorism that is taking place within the United Kingdom, adding, we are doing just fine. Now, Theresa May is scheduled to make a major foreign policy speech in Jordan at lunchtime today, focused on the Middle East, with an on-camera question and answer session to follow. You can probably imagine what those questions are going to be about. Unfortunate for Theresa May, because her whole foreign policy platform has basically been hijacked by the president. However, this is a really interesting story in terms of the US-UK relationship. Obviously, everything that's been spoken about in the past decades has been about this special relationship between the US and the UK. Here, as you can see, an incredibly public spat happening between the two heads of the government. And very, very, very embarrassing for Theresa May, but also does it have any implications in terms of the relationship between the two countries, particularly post-Brexit? Follow that on your news feeds again as America wakes up, and indeed Donald Trump wakes up in a few hours' time. One more story then comes, of course, from Brexit. Now, if you have a look at the Times here, the Irish border deal is set to be close. So we've just had the Brexit divorce bill being resolved reportedly yesterday of about £40 billion. Sources say that in Dublin say that there has been movement on the issue, and there is confidence that a deal could be reached at the EU summit in December, so a question of a few weeks' time. Movement, now this could have been because of the Irish political instability that has come out yesterday, the Irish government looking politically fragile at the moment in terms of Leo Varadkar's government. It could also be just we've got the momentum, particularly after the money's been resolved. Now so can the agreement come with the Irish border as well. That's pretty much it for today. You're up to date. Don't forget you can find all the latest on what we're doing here on Core Politics on our Facebook page and Twitter. We've got a brand new Meet the MPs episode out. Went out last night. Danielle Rowley MP, our 20th of the series. Check that out, and thanks a lot for watching if you've been following those over the past few months. But from me and all the team here in Core London, have a fantastic Thursday.